There are many ways to make yourself more attractive as a man. Get a new haircut, build some muscle, improve your style. This is perhaps the most neglected form of self-improvement. I see guys work on the face and body all the time, but when it comes to their style, it is horrible. So today I'm gonna show you some style hacks that you can implement literally right now to start looking like your best self. And stay tuned for the end for the best one. The first style hack is what I like to call dressing for the occasion. This is more of a mentality hack, where every place you go to, you have to ask yourself, am I dressed for this certain event? And I get the example for myself. Whenever I was in college, I really wanted to improve my style. And I noticed that whenever I went to class, whenever I went to the grocery store, whenever I literally even went out on dates, I was wearing gym clothes. Like my whole wardrobe was literally just filled with gym clothes. So you guys are probably finding yourself in the same situation to where you don't have a lot of variety within your wardrobe. So that's the first step and hack to overall just having a more complete wardrobe and style, is to get gym clothes, get casual, maybe get some semi-formal. Like, you wanna have outfits and variety to where you can wear in any context and scenario. And then once again, if you're going somewhere that's not the gym, don't wear gym clothes. If you're going somewhere that doesn't require like super dressed up sort of look, don't wear that either. I'm not saying you have to dress nice everywhere you go, but overall you need to dress for the occasion. And for the most part, you guys aren't spending all the time in the gym, and you're probably not spending a lot of time going to nice dinners. So from the context that you're in, make sure that you have an outfit for it. And you don't need a super big wardrobe to make this happen. Honestly, just 2 to 3 outfits in each context or scenario will do the job. Now, the next hack is to actually know your body type. How do you guys expect to dress better when you don't even know how big your waist is? Like, honestly, how big is your waist? Can you answer that question to me right now to the exact measurement? I guarantee you, you cannot, because most of you guys have never even measured yourself in terms of your proportions or your body. And that's the first step it takes to actually having good style, is to knowing your body type. And from that reason, you need to actually measure yourself. Another question, do you guys even know what an inseam is? Have you ever measured your inseam? Chances are you probably haven't. And if you guys want to improve your style, you need to do this. So all you're going to do is get literally just a tape measure, a flexible tape measure, and then you're going to measure your waist, you're going to measure your inseam, you're going to measure your arm length, you're going to measure every part about yourself so that you understand your proportions, and from there can start dressing better. And actually, I have a note on my phone of my actual measurements, which I'll share with you right now. So my torso is about 20 inches long. My waist to legs is about 37.5 inches long. My inseam is about 29.5. My waist is 30 inches. My wingspan is 71.75 inches. Yeah, that's all I got right there. But just through those measurements alone, I know exactly how proportionate my body is, and I know exactly what jeans to get. I know what size to get, because we all know size is quite literally the most important thing in terms of how an outfit is going to look on you and how you can actually improve your style. But you can't get the right size if you don't know your measurements. So for me, for example, I know the right jean size to get because I know my waist size is a 30 and I know my inseam is about a 31 inch. So for that reason, I can get the perfect size fitting jeans just because I know my measurements. And then also, let's talk about proportions. Everybody's proportions are different. Me, for example, just looking at that, you guys probably have noticed this too just by looking at me, but I have a really short torso and longer legs. Now, in some cases, this is actually ideal, but in some cases, it's actually not ideal. And what I've discovered about my body type specifically is that most of the time, I actually look better if I don't tuck in my shirt. Because sometimes whenever I tuck in my shirt, my torso is so short that it almost ruins my V-taper. Unless we do this other hack, which will be the last hack, and stay tuned for that one, guys, because this is gonna make tucking your shirts a lot better. But overall, just knowing your proportions and how your body is in terms of your leg length and your torso length will allow you to figure out hacks that work specifically for you and your body type. Everybody's style and everybody's proportions will be different, but if you cater it more towards yours, then it's just gonna make your style that much better. Hack number 3 is to actually tailor your outfits. You guys have heard it all the time, tailor your outfits, but how many of you guys actually do it? How many of you guys actually set out a time to go to a tailor and get everything fitted towards you? Well, if you don't know what a tailor is, it's actually a person who custom fits your outfits towards your body and proportions. Once again, that's why knowing your proportions are so important, is because you can actually go to a tailor and tell them exactly what you want. Once again, me, for example, is I have a really skinny waist relative to my shoulders. And so for that reason, I tend to have a lot of extra loose fabric on the shirts and the sweaters that I wear. So what do? I go to a tailor, I tell them to cinch in the waist just a little bit so that it attenuates more of my V-taper, and it, you know, it gives my big old lats some room to breathe. And every time I do this, I always get compliments on my outfits, though I haven't changed anything about the outfit except getting it tailored. And guys, tailors aren't that expensive. You're not gonna break the bank going to a tailor. If anything, it's actually an investment towards yourself. So here's what I would do. I would handpick probably 3 to 5 shirts, maybe some trousers too, and then I'll just take a weekend or a free day to go to a tailor, get them tailored out, and then pick them up in a few days later. Like, do that like once every 3 months for the new clothes you get, and your wardrobe will elevate that much more. And you actually set yourself apart from all these other guys who are just wearing just the normal fitted stuff. You know, most people are lazy. They're just gonna wear the fitted stuff off the rack. But if you take the extra step, maybe you get something that's fitted, or maybe just a normal size, but it fits good in certain areas, and you get the rest tailored, trust me, bro, your style is gonna elevate to a whole nother level. Now let's talk about colors, right? There's some color hacks you can do, and I like to keep colors simple in terms of what I'm wearing. The first color hack that I do is to simply wear 2 colors max. If you tell yourself, you know, I'm not trying to match 3 or 4 different colors and look like a rainbow, but instead you just keep it simple to 2 colors. And even better if you have complementary colors. So basically complementary colors are colors that are opposite on the color wheel. So think black and white. That's a pretty popular complementary color. So if you can at max wear 2 colors, and better yet complementary colors, then your style is gonna look that much more amazing. I never try to go for 3 colors or 4 colors in one fit. Most I'll do is 2, but in some cases I'll even do 1 color, and that's called a monochromatic fit. So monochromatic is where everything is like either one is solid color, so you're wearing like black on black on black, or you're wearing shades of one color. So think of like shades of cream, shades of gray. Those outfits just overall tend to just flow really well, and they look best, especially on men, right? Women can get away with wearing all these colors and all that stuff, but if you wanna look the most masculine and have really good style attached to that, then simply just wear 2 colors, man. White olive pants, white shoes, 2 colors, right? You don't go white shirt, green pants, and black shoes. Like, that's clashing right there. So just keep it simple, man. That's the biggest hack there is, just keep it simple. So guys, I told you I'll say the best hack for last, and that is to wear shirt stays. Shirt stays or shirt garters, some people call them. These things are a super hack in terms of tucking in your shirts, guys. They make your shirts look super tucked in, super nice, because as I stated before, I have a really short torso. So naturally, if I don't use shirt stays, what happens is that my shirt will come untucked, or it will ruin my V-taper because it doesn't look super tight and tucked in. What shirt stays allow you to do is basically, it's like suspenders, but they're hidden suspenders. These 2 are gonna connect to your shirt in the front and the back, and then this part is gonna connect to your sock. So in order for this to work, you do have to wear longer socks, and you do have to be wearing pants. You cannot do this with shorts. You have to be wearing pants. And then obviously this has to be for an outfit where you want to tuck in the shirt. So once you connect it to your shirt, connect to your socks, you then tighten it, and then from there it's going to create this really, really tucked in look to where it almost looks like fake. Like, people are gonna ask you like, yo, you look really well put together. Your shirt's really nice and tight. Like, how do you get that look? Even guys have asked me whenever I'm out, because you'll notice most guys, whenever they're not using shirt stays, they'll have this sort of muffin top look. They'll have this crease, and just overall it just doesn't look uniform. So guys, these are very affordable, right? I got these on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below to where I got them. And this has been a game changer in terms of how I tuck in my shirts and how I just present myself whenever I want to look very well put together. Recently, I've been working with a company called Father Sons. I actually got like this remote modeling contract for them. And for that reason, I've had to learn how to really present myself in terms of looking really put together. And every time I'm using the shirt stays, guys. So if you're not using them, trust me, you're missing out. Get them on Amazon. It costs like 10 to 15 bucks, not expensive at all. And it's gonna elevate your style a ton. So now that you know some style hacks, next up, you gotta actually work on presenting the newfound style in a digital image. So definitely be sure to watch this video next, where I discuss some posing tips and hacks that you can do right now to actually appear more attractive in pictures.